One of my favorite things I did while I was in Shanghai was visiting this art exhibition that featured three very prominent artists, and I actually fell in love with each of their work. First was Pakistani artist Huma Baba, who created statues from cork and burnt cork, and some of her other pieces were made from charcoal. And I loved her pieces because a lot of them conveyed a strong emotional intensity, and I loved working with charcoal myself, and so seeing the way that she worked with it was beautiful, especially this one. That one moved me a lot. And I found myself just standing in awe because a lot of these pieces just loomed and towered over me. And so I felt their magnitude as I was close to them, and I was like examining the details and everything that went into the pieces, because she had to burn the cork in order to create a lot of the details within the sculptures. If you got close enough to the statues, you could also smell the smoke emanating off of it, which added to the experience. The next pieces were by Indonesian artist Otto, who used Chinese ink and also bamboo sticks in order to create his portraits. What I liked about his works were that they were very detailed and also had like a cartoonish type of element to it. And so while the theme seemed a bit more slightly mature, it also had kind of like a childlike feel to them. But I like how some of his pieces gave me the impression that they would work perfectly in like a cartoon around the 40s or 50s. A lot of the imagery in his work depicted different parts of life from Bali, Indonesia, which is where he was from. And I really love the use of leaves in his work, like the different trees and the details in the leaves. I feel like that drew my eyes the most. I also really enjoyed the borders that he made in a lot of his pieces. They just seemed like really intricate and delicate. The last artist was American artist Jason Fox, and he created a piece entitled Anti-Heroes. And what I liked about his was that he was a bit daring, because he took people that were idolized by society and then superimposed images of animals and monsters over their faces. And so if you look closely, you could recognize some of the people that he depicted in these paintings. And I found them very eerie but beautiful. As I continue on my travels, I think I will definitely prioritize going to different art exhibitions, because it'll expose me to different artists, and I love art. The other video I made about the same exhibition.